What's going on, guys? Your boy Little TV here. Now today we're gonna be doing a new, different style of video. This is the part of the Road to Glory, but I will be doing a different type of video. Sorry, I'm a bit sick, so pardon my speaking if it gets a little bit bad towards the end. But yeah, I'm still gonna try to do content. It is what it is. Hit the like, subscribe, and yeah. Today we're gonna be ranking all the cards that my mates have. I know you're like, yeah, you're not a pro player. I mean, have you seen me? Come on, have you seen us play footy? Go check out the channel if you haven't. If you think that's pro quality, smash that like button. And if you think it's not, smash that like button. But anyways, enough waffling. Let's just get straight into it. Now, the first card we're going to be talking about is David. He's had a big and upcoming season, I think. He wants to prove himself in a way that he still has a bit of talent. But he refuses to express it, He wants to be like, he's past it already. But I always tell him, nah, you still got it in you. Now this year, he didn't have a downgrade or anything. He stayed the same. A couple stats went downhill. Like the pace, the last time I saw him, pace a little bit of decrease, but he still had a little bit in him. Shooting, 1 down, it's not that bad. Passing, a little bit off, just 1 though. Dribbling, it went up though. It went up, so fair play to David. Defending did get an improvement. Which he was underrated with it a little bit. So yeah, fair play to David. And the physicality, just a little bit down. Our stamina, since we're out of shape and everything, our stamina's going a little bit down. But overall, good card, If I had to place it in the market, I'd probably put it around 2K, 3K. Only because the pace, because people are pace horse. But other than that, good card and good card for David, yeah. So next up, we got Ethan Whiteman. Now, Ethan, he's had a couple difficult moments in his career, knee injury, femur injury, all these sorts of injuries, hard tackles, everything. But you know what? He's one of the most toughest players I know. And he's always been highly rated, in my opinion. I've always thought he was one of the best defenders I've played with. And he never believed in himself as much as I do. But if he saw himself the way I see him, man, he'd be like, you know what, you were right, Yag, you were right. But let's get into this FIFA rating. Now, it has been a downgrade, unfortunately, for Ethan, but that's because he's been out for such a while now. But he has been in the gym, he's been working hard, and I'm excited to see what he could do on the field. Ethan was always a quick lad, His acceleration was one of his key components. If he wanted to get you, he'd get to you in an instant. So, yeah. 2 pace downgrade, though. It's not the worst still. 80 pace. It's very, very good for a defender. He got 1 shooting downgrade, which is not bad at all. 71 shooting for a defender is very good. Well, got a passing upgrade. His passing has been on point lately, When he's in the back, he's always passing it clean and everything. So, yeah, fair play to Ethan. He's got a dribbling downgrade, unfortunately, because, he's a little more cautious. And defending was dropped a little bit. 5 defending, which is a lot for him. He's not gonna be too happy with that, but he's the toughest critic on himself, so he's probably gonna think should be lower. But I think it's a little bit harsh, but it is what it is. And 6 physical downgrade. Now I think that's mainly because he has been out for a while, so I don't know how fit he is, but he's always been a fit guy. That sounded very sus, but now I'm saying okay, when he was out on his femur, he came back. He was already, keeping up with everyone already. He was able to bounce back instantly. So, you know what? Fair play to Ethan. Next card we got. Oh, and also, I would buy that card. That's like a 6-7K card right there. Honestly, in my opinion, to be honest. It depends what league it is, too. If it's like a Prem, it's probably like 30K. So, but anyways, next card is BC. Now, BC is an interesting card. Also an upgrade. So, congrats, BC. Him and Angel always have a big rivalry. They always compete against each other. They always think, oh, I'm better than you at this and this and this. There's only one way to sell it, right? It's on the pitch. Whoever performs on the big occasions is the one that's like, wow, all right, fair play, right? It's easy to do it, on just a little tiny little sesh. But when we're playing a game like we did the last few days, 4v4, 5v5, the 11v11, the charity match, you gotta step up to those occasions, right? That's where you have to perform, okay? It's nice to perform on Little Yak TV. Make sure you subscribe. But you gotta be able to perform on the big occasions. Now, BC, He crumbles under pressure sometimes. I must admit, he crumbles under pressure sometimes. He doesn't like the big lights sometimes. Sometimes he just want to sit on the bench. BC, I know, I'm not lying, right? I'm not lying. But he's a big player. He has so much talent. He's a hard worker, and he just knows it. He knows it. He has the potential to do that. So that's why he got an upgrade. He's a big player. He's got a 1 pace upgrade. He has a shooting downgrade. He's not going to be happy after that, but it's just 1, so it's whatever. He also had a passing downgrade, which is not good. So 2 passing down. And also a dribbling downgrade. Now, this is looking a bit sus because he has a card upgrade, but all his stats are going down. It doesn't really make sense. It just doesn't make sense. So his dribbling, his passing went down. I mean, I don't know. His defending was able to stay the same, though. So, fair play to that. It's 77. Angel likes to complain that he shouldn't be that high, but, BC likes to get in a rough challenge, He likes to get physical in the midfield, so that's a high point on BC's game style. And 1 physical, which is a little bit harsh. I think it should be a little bit higher. But, yeah, overall, good card. And, that's a solid, how much is Pedri? Whatever Pedri's worth, that's what BC's worth, all right? All right, next up we have Leo. All right, now Leo's an interesting one. So he got an upgrade, 82 to 83, which, I think he'd be happy with that. I think underrated, little bit underrated, I must say. A little underrated. It gets slept on, Most of the talk is around Angel and BC and all that, and Dylan and Vince. But Leo's the undercard one, the underrated one, the one's under the radar. You got to be careful about him because, he can cause some damage. If you want him up top, you want him in the midfield, he'll play there. He'll slot right in. Even at fullback, he played fullback on the charity match. Fair fucking play, he did a pretty good job there. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him in fullback again. But let's get into these stats. 82 to an 83. Big improvements. Fair play to Leo. It's also weird how he went from a Mexican to an American. I don't know, Leo. What do you think? Are you more of a bean or are you more of an American? I feel like you're more of to you to the S to the A, But I don't know. We'll see. Now this card is also weird, I must say, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, 2 pace downgrade, right? 1 shooting downgrade, okay? You got a 1 passing upgrade, fair play. But then you got a 1 dribbling downgrade, a 1 defending downgrade, but then you got a 4+ physical. Now, that's a lot of negatives. But he has a +1 on his overall. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's an overall decent card, though. I would use that card. That's a decent pace, decent shooting for a winger. The dribbling's solid. And the physicality is also good. I think that's around like a 9K card right there. I would buy that. Card. All right, next up we have is who should we go on to? Carlos. Let's go to Carlos. All right, Carlos sleeps on his own ability, man. I'm telling you right now, he always sleeps on his own ability. He thinks he's worse than he is. I don't believe it. I think Carlos is a solid overall player. Now, if he never quit soccer to play basketball, he would have been so much higher rated. I guarantee it. But here we are now, 74 rated to a 77. That's a huge boost for him. That's probably the biggest one so far of today. Went from a silver to a gold, so congrats, Carlos. Now, let's check the stats. Went from a 74 to a 77, which is solid. You got a 1 pace upgrade. You got a 1 shooting upgrade. You got a 1 passing upgrade. You got a +4 on his dribbling, which is massive. You got a +2 on defending and a +3 on his physicality. Now, that is a solid gold card. Now, Carlos, I expect big things. Coming up. Next week, we're going to find out. We're going to be playing again. And maybe you guys will see that on the channel. Maybe. Who knows, right? I expect big things. This is a very solid card. You should be happy about this card. And, hopefully you get another upgrade coming up soon. Now, let's move on to another card. Let's go with Ivan. Let's go to Ivan's card. Now, Ivan is originally not a soccer player. Obviously, we know that. I mean, he used to be a basketball player. I mean, Ivan, were you a basketball player? But, yeah, he was a basketball player, and he decided to play with the lads. And, he impressed. If you guys didn't watch the YAG tourney, make sure to go check it out. It's in my channel. Go search up the YAG tourneys. The first one he competed in. He's known to cause a few upsets. He's there. He's like the underdog. He's like the Iceland of Euro 2016. He's there to mess around with a couple teams. Cause some problems. And he's like the insect. He's like the Croatia of 2018.
But yeah, 65 rated, which is not bad for a beginner. Technically, he's a beginner. But yeah, now he's evolving. Now he's a 70 overall, which I think he should be happy with. He has one more pace, which is solid. He's pretty rapid. 58 shooting for a striker. I mean, that's not good, or center forward. But we move. 2 upgrades, so that's not bad. It's a good upgrade. 1 passing, solid. 69 passing now. Yeah, he's known for his passing, which is good. Maybe I could have snuck in a 70, but 69's okay. 2 plus 2 on dribbling. He doesn't dribble a lot, but that's a good upgrade on his side. 68 defending now. That's a controversial one. He's known for putting in some rough challenges. He likes to play dirty. Sometimes he can't defend well, but sometimes he can, and he surprises a lot of people. Listen, Ivan, I know you're upset about that part, but I think it's going to be good. That's a good stat. Let's see where you move on from here. Plus 1 physical. Is he happy with that? I don't know. I think that's a very good stat, especially for a 70 card. That's a very good card to have right there. I would take this silver card. I mean, besides the shooting is a bit abysmal. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's not the only card he got. He also got a Team of the Week. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first ever Team of the Week in our group history. I mean, look at that card. What a beautiful card that is. Beautiful picture as well. And little, what's it called? In-game image, something like that? I don't know. 86 pace, solid. Got a plus 2 in pace, but he's got a big upgrade on his shooting. 64 now, which is massive for him. 69 passing to 73, which is solid. Solid. Dribbling went up quite a bit. And that defending, Ivan, there you go. It's looking a bit better now, huh? 71 defending. That's solid. And then 83 physical. 2 on his physical. This card is beautiful. It's going to be the first of many. It's going to be a lot more Team of the Weeks. Every single week, we'll get a new Team of the Week, and maybe I'll update you guys. Maybe I'll do another video promoting the new Team of the Week. Or maybe I'll just do a little short video, YouTube Shorts. But, yeah, there's Ivan's card, and, yeah, let's move on to the next card. Next up we have is BC's arch nemesis, Angel. Now, Angel, I mean, he's got it all. Talented. So talented. Born with talent. Raw talent. This guy's a hard worker, too. I mean, on his day, he could be the hardest working player on the pitch. I mean, he's able to. It depends if he wants to, though. That's up to him. It's his mind that tells him, oh, I don't know if I want to work today, this and that. He's just got to want it. If you turn him on, if it's prime Angel, 110% Angel, you're going to win that game. Guaranteed. Now, on his return, obviously, we didn't win. But it's okay. It's just the start. He's taking off the rust. And now it's game time. Now we're going to get a taste of the real Angel. Okay? And hopefully you guys are able to witness that too. I am excited. Now, little downgrade on his pace. Let's start off with the actual rating at first. Let's start with the rating. 84 to an 86. Now, Angel is indeed one of the highest rated cards, if not the highest rated card. I mean, we haven't showed mine, right? So, can't explode that. Angel, 86 rated. I mean, you can't go wrong with this card. This card is beautiful. I mean, his picture, even better. I mean, listen. Angel, full of talent. He says he's a right back. Angel, you're a midfielder, mate. I mean, come on. You're a midfielder. You're a diehard midfielder. You've played that for how many years now? So, yeah. Can't tell me otherwise. I'll put you as a defensive mid just to keep you happy at least for a little bit. Now, let's check the actual stats. Now, 81 pace to 80 pace. I think he could agree with me on that one. I mean, he has gone a little bit slower at the time, but you know what? You can't really tell with him. He always seems like he has the same amount of pace like he always does. He could be rapid if he wants to. He could be slow if he wants to. I mean, he controls that midfield whenever he wants to. So, yeah, you can't really tell with Angel. That's why it's just a 1 downgrade. But a +5 in shooting, 79, he's going to be a little bit disappointed that it's not 80 in the 80s. But I think 79 is very, very, very respectable, in my opinion. He has a good shot most of the time. But he did score a hat-trick last time he played, so maybe it should be a little bit higher. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. What do you guys think? +1 passing, very solid. I mean, he's one of the best passers in the game. Got a -1 downgrade on dribbling now. That's a bit controversial. I mean, Angel's one of the best dribblers I think I've ever seen in the game. I don't know, Angel. What do you think? Are you happy with that? Are you satisfied with that decision? I mean, when I talked to him and I showed him, I don't think he was that disappointed. He didn't really talk about it, but yeah, I think 88's respectful either way. Regardless, I mean, it's a very good stat. And I'm -2 on defending now. That's sheesh. I mean, as a defender, that's the one he was not happy about. He wanted very, very high defending. A lot of beef was circling around that stat. So, yeah, Angel, I'm sorry, but I don't know. And last but not least, physical got down to a -2. Angel knows it himself. His stamina dropped down a little bit, but I think he still has enough to control games whenever he wants to. That is a beautiful card, by the way. And, yeah, I would pay around... when I said about Bedri on the other card, I don't know if that's true. I don't know how much Bedri is. Probably a lot. But yeah, he's around 20, 30K. I would pay around that. Yeah, that's a good card. Solid card. All right, now it's about last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, the moment of all truths. It's your boy, a Little Yak TV, right here. Boom. Now, did you really think I was going to be higher rated than Angel? Put some respect on Angel, guys. Come on. Now, I am my own critic now. I'm just brutally honest, and I think this is a little bit too what's the word? I don't fucking know. Anyways, now that I'm sick, I'm just losing like I can't think straight anymore. I don't know what I'm saying, or I'm just getting stupid. But anyways, still a gold card, which I'll take at this point. But a big downgrade, 81 to a 79. I'm not in the 80s anymore, ladies and gentlemen. That's a big downgrade. I might have to step up my game. This is what we live for at the moment. Since we're on FIFA, you know what? I take these games very personal. I want to be the best. I want to have a higher rated card than everyone. But at the moment, I'm not showing it. So I need to step up my game. Now, first of all, do you guys like the picture? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. The pace. -5 now. Yeah. I mean, I don't got the pace like I used to. I mean, if you played with me before, you would know that my pace was explosive back then. Like, I was probably one of the quickest in the team. Like, no cap. Like, I'm being dead ass serious. But now, I'm far from that. Probably the slowest now. -2 in shooting, you know what? It's fine. I don't shoot as much anymore. Maybe my shot's a little bit still. It's okay, but it's not the greatest. -2 in passing, you know what? It's alright. 81 passing, I'll take. -2 in dribbling, since I'm slower, I'm not as quick as I used to be, so I'm just, tame at the moment. -4 in defending now, that's a tough one to take, gets me, oof. And a -4 in physicality now, that has to do mostly with my fitness, with my stamina, because, yeah, my stamina is a little bit bad now, because I'm heavier and everything, so yeah, we're gonna have to work on that. But those are the FIFA cards now, ladies and gentlemen. And, yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, all the good stuff. And I'll talk to you guys in a bit. And, yeah, see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.